welcome to Star Citizen. So the ideas, the plans, how the game is evolving are getting bigger and bigger. From additions to salvage, to trespassing, to extra loot, and even heist missions. But okay, let's start with the salvage. Salvage so far has been quite simple. You can do it wherever you find remains or disabled ships. You also do have options for missions. But now there's a plan for missions more on the illegal side, and not the way we've had it thus far, in a way of cover-up, so that we actually would need to remove all the signs on the ship. And that mission being attached to actual timer. When the timer runs out, you have failed it. Like covering up Ninetale ships and, well, just making sure that no evidence are left behind. With this, there's also planned reputation along with this mission, so you might actually be able to get some of that reputation going with these criminal organizations. There's also the separation of missions on the platforms of the Siege of Horizon to be on their separate platforms, so if the siege is going on, these two activities do not collide. The idea is to spread them out more so the game would be a lot more stable without forcing a huge cluster of players into a single area. So next up, the consignment missions. In a way, box missions but with a hostile twist and more use of these bunkers. With also the use of box terminals. The idea here is simple, it can be hostile or it can be friendly mission. And the idea is to make your way at the end of the location, perhaps collect some data pads or some information along the way, and then use it to access the box dispenser to get what you need. There can be several scenarios of this, and I'm not gonna spoil them. Okay, so next up we have trespassing. Trespassing not in a way of bunkers or these security outposts, but in a way of other players invading your ship. Right now, if you take hostile action towards these players, you do get a crime stat. Or at least if they report it. But soon they will be informed that they're trespassing, and it is lawful to take them out. Now this can be interesting because if you put another ship inside a ship, it should work the way that if that player is in his own ship inside another player's ship, it shouldn't affect it, but the moment he steps out, he is, well, trespassing. This is to avoid griefing, but I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of exploits with this as well. And for last, we're gonna get heists, or at least barge heists. If you remember the Siege of Horizon, at the end of there is this little, well, not so little, but rather big cargo ship. And apparently there's gonna be heist missions involved with those. In general, it's gonna be a terminal that's gonna use codes found around the ship, or, well, anyone who is defending the ship. Inserted into the terminal will open the door to some of these containers. And different containers, different names on them, have different loot, and through that we can assume which have the more valuable cargo eventually. So this is with a PvP twist, and it doesn't really have this, well, security side or the criminal side like the jump down does, and it will be interesting to see if you can make some friends. So this was about it, and it's good to see that this game is growing year by year, faster, bigger, although I do wish they would turn back and fix some of the older things. But then again, I guess the new ones are the ones pushing for the influx of new players and, well, the love towards this game. Anyway, thanks for watching.